gospel time. My name is Matt. Today we are at Delfi Ventures. We come to talk about cocoa and chocolate. And my guest today is Mrs. Dela Kuekey Austine and also Dr. John Kongo, I should say. He's a cocoa and chocolate expert. Trust me, today you're going to have a lot of insights about what goes on when it comes to chocolate. So, I guess you're welcome.
Thank you.
Guest, Mrs. Austine, good evening, I should say.
Good evening.
So, why Delfi Ventures? What's Delfi Ventures all about?
All right. Delfi Ventures has been a company that was established about some 10 years ago.
10 years?
Yes. We actually began with processing of purified drinking water. We got it registered with Food and Drugs Authority, and so we have a brand of water by name Aspire Purified Drinking Water.
Wow.
And we sell in sachets and dispensers to companies. All right. So along the line, we realized that the water being a base material can help us to do so many other things.
Okay.
And so we delve into even noni juice.
Wow.
Yes, we are yet to register that. However, I am a biochemist by my first degree,
Okay.
attained from KNUST, Kumasi. And going further, I went to Legon, University of Ghana, Legon, did my master's degree there, my MPhil in food science. But I specialized more in studying cocoa and chocolate. And so I went into industry and spent close to 13, 14 years in industry developing products out of cocoa, chocolates, drinking chocolates, the beverages, and a whole range of cocoa products.
So why there are lots of probably, should I say, industries in Ghana, but why specialize in cocoa? Is it that it's a passion? Is it a family trait? Or?
Well, I would say that the story is such that my grandfather owns a large cocoa farm.
Wow.
And my father, then a diplomat attaché in the military, when he retired, he asked me that I partner with him,
Okay.
my father became a farmer.
Okay.
In his latter days, and told me as a biochemist I should come home to process his farm produce.
Wow.
So that cued me more into food industry.
That's wonderful.
And so when my father passed away, may his soul rest in peace, Emmanuel Kachepo Kuekey. When he passed away, in his memory, in honor of his memory, we birthed Delfi Ventures.
Okay.
And so Delfi Ventures is to honor the life of my father, Emmanuel Kuekey, because he sowed the seed of we entering the food industry. And looking at the two angles, my father and my grandfather, there was no better food produce to zoom in on than cocoa, because cocoa is Ghana,
Yeah.
and chocolate is one super food
Super.
which promoted globally. Everybody wants a bite of it.
Sure.
And so that is why Delfi Ventures, we have now set up our factory here in Sakaman, Odako, and we want to delight our customers with luxurious chocolates.
Wow, that's wonderful. So, viewers, we are talking about cocoa and chocolate, and as she said, it is something that tells you that it's a family trait, and in honor of our late father, we salute you wherever you are, and I believe that you are happy in your grave knowing that your daughter has taken this to the next level. So, Mommy, next week, which is 5th, you're starting a master class, I should
Exactly.
say. And that master class, what inspired you to come up with something like that? Because you are doing your business, and so why a class training people?
Yes, together with my partner here, Dr. Kongo,
Okay.
we happen to be in Belgium courtesy of one Professor Afuakwa,
Okay.
who is now the Vice Chancellor for Ghana Technical University. Yes, they have attained a university status now. So he is our godfather, and he spearheaded our sponsorship to go to Ghent University.
Okay.
And we both have been trained in cocoa and chocolate production, as it were. And the sponsorship required that when we return to our home country, we should also perpetuate that.
There's a requirement.
Yes.
Wow.
That when we come home, they will train us. It was a free scholarship.
Okay.
Plane tickets, feeding, accommodation, it was free. But the requirement was when you return to your home country, go and perpetuate this goodness.
Wow.
So I don't feel it as a strong obligation or I'm compelled to, but my background has cocoa.
Sure.
I have attained knowledge and skills in cocoa. So the two put together means that we are right about starting to do what we have pledged to do. So the master class is to start developing skills and knowledge for our youth and every other person who wants to know much about cocoa and chocolate to come to Delfi Ventures. Myself with Dr. Kongo, we are the ripe experts in this field to take anybody on this adventurous as well as exciting journey for discovering everything about cocoa and chocolate.
Okay, so now in our dispensation now in Ghana, we realize that there's a lot of unemployment in the country. People are just doing any means to get something, at least hand to mouth. So how is this class going to help such people if they should attend? How is it going to help them become entrepreneurs to start their own?
Exactly. That's why we termed it master class.
Okay.
Master class means that we are taking you right from scratch. Most courses or most classes teach people from, say, cocoa bean and take you to chocolate. We are going back to the tree. And so we are even in an environment where we have cocoa trees all around us.
Sure.
They are growing, and some have become ripe with their pods. So you will come and we'll teach you even what you can do out of the pod.
Wow.
A lot of soap making industries are using the cocoa pod.
Wow.
I won't go into that. Doctor is a specialist in there. But
sure.
When you come right from the tree,
okay,
what kind of business can be obtained from that stage? The shells have now become a commodity where hitherto was being just dumped as waste material, but today we will show you how you can even brew tea out of the cocoa shells or husk.
Wow.
Now we can even show you how you can tap the white material around the fresh cocoa, which we term as the pulp, which our forefathers, grandfathers will only lick as the sweet part of the cocoa and throw the real bean away. That whitish part is now being tapped for liquor or alcoholic beverage products.
Wow.
We will teach you this. So before you even reach the chocolate bit,
there are like
the
more or less
stages
business opportunities along the
and
line.
so when you come for this master class, you will pick one or two of these opportunities, and we will help you to set up from a small scale setup till you can grow to become giants in the industry.
Wow, I'm so excited about this, because even looking at from the first stage of getting the chocolate, and you can even get something to be doing and all that. I trust me, I must say that this is going to be an exciting one. So everyone
surely
watching,
is.
you make sure that you attend. The details are on your screen. So I would want to chip into Doc. Doc, you are the expert. You have, according to Mom, you have delved deep into it. So as part of this masterclass, what do you think can one achieve out of it? What do you think is the process when you come like this and you are taught everything as an expert? What do you think it can do to the person personally, as an individual, and to the nation?
Okay, thank you very much. So, as she rightly said, the course is about from bean to bar, from bean to chocolate, but from tree to chocolate.
Sure.
Yeah, but as she said, even right from the initial stages, the tree, when you get hold of the pods, there are a lot of products that you can obtain from the pod alone. So we are talking about the pod juice, we are talking about the husks, the cocoa pod husks, which can be used to make soap, which actually can also be used to make biogas for cooking or any other thing. And then when you come to the bean itself, we're going to teach you how to process the bean, and even not just process it into liquor, but you can even end at the roasted nibs, where you can pack your roasted nibs and then sell. And it's doing very well on the international market. Yeah, so when you attend this course, you are actually going to learn a lot, and not just the chocolate aspect, but you are going to acquire knowledge. You might not even end up with the chocolate, but you can branch into so many other areas, which can also fetch you a lot of income, because there are a lot of stages in the cocoa value chain that people are not tapping into. We are only focusing on the chocolate, the liquor, and then the chocolate, but you can actually end at the roasted nibs, which you can package nicely and then sell. You can also end up with the pulp, which you can process into liquor or any other juice, and then you can sell. So one, we are looking at improving the income of the trainees, yes. And then also when we look at the country as a whole, you know, Ghana is the second largest producer of cocoa in the world. But in terms of monetary values, we only earn about $2 billion from cocoa, whilst the chocolate industry is making over $100 billion from cocoa annually. So you could see that we are actually losing. So we have to diversify, we have to go more into processing and then add value to the cocoa beans, rather than just fermenting, drying, and then sell everything out and then only earning just $2 billion. We can actually make a lot of money from it, not just for the individuals who will come for the training, but the nation as a whole. So it would increase the volume of processing in this country.
So should I say that with all the steps that you've said, trust me, I must say I'm ignorant of most of these things. Should I say that there has not been much information that have been sent out there for people to understand these stages? Because if all these stages has something that can fetch somebody, and we are like just sitting there, we are waiting for the chocolate so that we sell it. Should I say that there has not been much done by government or as individuals, I should say?
Yeah, I think so. Not just government, but I think all of us, we have to take the blame. Like, we've not done much as a country to promote the full utilization of cocoa in this country. We only focus on selling just the dry beans with little processing of the beans. But now, thankfully, we are doing a lot of research. We are coming up with a lot of ideas, new technology to process the bean into different products. So, yeah, this is a small start. So this is where we are starting from. We want to take this up and then make so much noise about it that it is not just the liquor or the chocolate that we should be targeting or we should be focusing on, but we can also make so many other products here out of the cocoa.
Okay. To add to what he said, yes, he's put it perfectly as it is, but we shouldn't leave everything on the government.
Okay. Exactly.
I must say that in recent times, the government is championing a lot of courses to create awareness about cocoa and all its possible prospects. Okay. But as individuals, Dr. Kongo and myself, we are scientists.
Okay.
And I have a bit of marketing background. So I always ask myself, how can I, as a marketer, promote or expand my science knowledge? Okay. And so as a basic scientist, I would want to just be in the lab and not come out with anything. Sure. But my marketing bit tells me there's a lot I can take from my science background, just from the lab, and bring it to touch the lives of a lot of people, my family, my community, my nation. So a lot depends on also us, not just the government. So if as individuals, as stakeholders, wherever you find yourself, there is any knowledge about something you can do. We are knowledgeable in cocoa. So we want to put the knowledge out there, and not just the knowledge, the requisite skills. All right. So when they come, we'll give them the requisite skills so that as little as possible, they can start something. Somebody can be taught how to package cocoa husk in tea bag, and then sell it as cocoa husk tea. And that becomes what, there are a lot of tea brands around selling on daily basis for morning breakfast. How can we as scientists develop products in these various forms and put it into the hands of the youth? Somebody is doing soap with it, somebody is doing tea products with it, somebody is doing chocolate with it. Then we have a whole diversified field in which lots of business prospects can come. So the government will always do its bit. But as individuals, when we think creatively out of the box, and that's what Delfi Ventures we are doing, we are thinking creatively out of the box to see how we can touch the lives of what people with what we have.
God bless you so much, Mommy, and Delfi Ventures for this. As we're about to wrap up, I would want to know who is entitled to come for this masterclass.
Anybody with the passion to learn a skill, get a second form of income, because now one source of income is not enough for even a single individual. Anybody who has lost his or her job in the recent pandemic, COVID has thrown a lot of people out of job. Come learn something. You would need just something basic to start with. Anybody who wants to retire after his or her normal work career and have a hobby or a passion in cocoa or chocolate. So it's quite open
to
because we are technical people, but we are bringing this knowledge down to bear with anybody who wants to come and learn.
And please, is there any fee attached to if you come, in case somebody wants?
Yes. The whole package is actually a 2-in-1 package. He is going to specialize in the cocoa aspect. And I will specialize in the chocolate aspect. So it's a, it's a 2-in-1 package together. And we are charging 3,500 for it. So elsewhere, you would get it separate courses and you could pay more. But we have tried to fuse things together, and this is what currently people will be paying for 3,500 Ghana cedis.
It's 3,500 cedis wherever you are. Try as much as possible. Trust me, if you can get this money and you can lend this, I'm sure you'll be doing more. You'll be having more than enough for your family. And so, Mommy, in case somebody wants to call and then maybe register, since the time is almost up, please, what number can they reach out to?
They can call our 0244 741 557 or 050 741 8800.
In case you missed the numbers, the numbers are on your screen. Please make sure between now and Monday, make sure you call and register and come. And please, how do we get the direction to this place? If the person is coming from Kaswa or Accra or Circle.
Coming from Circle, come through Kaneshi and head towards Odoko Malam. So once you're on the Odoko Malam stretch of road, you will get to the next traffic light after the Odoko traffic light, and that is the Sakaman traffic light. So you will take a left turn, and the first left turn brings you here.
So please, the date is this Monday, 5th.
This Monday, 5th October till 9th October.
So ladies and gentlemen, from 5th to 9th, make sure that you are part of this. And please, what's the time?
The time we start at 9
in the morning,
and we would be done by 3. Yes, 9 to 3 every
day.
It's
a whole package.
It's a whole intensive package, but we want to do so much for our community and our nation. So we pushed in a lot into this short period.
So our time is up. So Doc, before we go, your last words, just short brief for people who are watching, who are eager to come and learn? What's your last word? You're an expert, you're a dog. It's not easy to have that title at all.
So my last word is that cocoa is Ghana. Let's make the best out of cocoa. Come, let's learn, and let's process more cocoa into different products so that we would be able to derive the full benefit from cocoa.
God bless you. And mommy, your last words.
My last word is, I am known also as Delaf. That's our chocolate brand.
Okay.
Delaf.
Okay.
And today being 1st October, Ghana is marking Cocoa Day.
Wow.
So from today till Sunday, we are having a free giveaway of chocolate. So anybody who happens to come here will definitely enjoy chocolate for free.
Wow. I think this is a best time to also you watching. You're going to get, but I'll ask you a question before I'll give you that chocolate. Mommy's going to give us chocolate. I'll ask you a question. If you're able to answer correctly, you have a free chocolate. This is proudly sponsored by Delfi Ventures.
Yes.
And so this has been the business segment, and I've been talking to Mrs. Austine and also Dr. Kongo, who is an expert in cocoa and chocolates. My name is Niamat. Wait for the next segment. We'll be back shortly. Bye.
Worship Gateway TV, connecting you to heaven.